Hello and welcome back to August card class with the lovely In Linen Suite. This is card design number 3 and we have a bit of a fancy fold for this card. For those of you that didn't purchase the kit or the PDF guide already, you can purchase the full measurement list and PDF at any time. Do let me know if you wanted a copy of that and I can arrange for you to purchase it for a small fee. So let's go ahead and get cracking on this card. I really like the colours on this card, really like these mix of the greens, the blues and then this real pop of sweet sorbet. I've added in a few little extra products with this card that aren't in the suite. We have the bow punch, which is in the annual catalogue, and we have the lovely textural elements that are in the July to December mini catalogue. You get 20 of these. They're a really lovely wooden element. You can colour them or you can leave them in their natural state. Really nice embellishments they are. So for this card we have our card base. I've scored my card base in the middle and as my starting point, so I'm going to give that a nice crease. And then I'm going to take, so that is the way the card looks right now. So I am going to take this edge here and fold it back on itself so that it meets the folded edge of your card. Okay, I'm just folding that back. The important part of this is you use your bone folder to get that crease really nice and crisp. Go over it a few times and then there we have our fancy fold. So it's a really fab, easy fancy fold card or fun fold card, and you can create that at home. Okay, I've cut my piece of DSP too short, so let me just rectify that. Okay, welcome back. I have the pieces now correctly cut to size. That's twice I've done that already in these videos, so it's proving a good day. Okay, so I'm adding my first strip of designer series paper to there like so, and I'm going to add my piece of basic white inside the card as well. Like so. We then have our next piece of Night of Navy and designer series paper that we can attach together, and this creates the panel on the front that has all of our decoration on. Okay, so this piece here is going to sit just in the middle of the card like so. Adding my glue to just part of it, and I'm attaching that so I've got equal space at the top and at the bottom. I've not measured it, I'm just eyeballing it, and that then is our piece that sits like so. So what we now need to do is we now need to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment first, and this is in Night of Navy ink and it's Happy Birthday. So I'm just popping that on the top right hand corner of my tag, of my die cut piece. This is one of the scalloped contour dies, one of my favourite sets of dies. It's very versatile, I use it a hell of a lot. I would recommend it as a purchase for sure. So now I've just got a piece of scrap basic white and I'm gonna stamp my flower. I just want the 2 flower heads, but the easiest way is to just stamp the whole thing. Now because it's quite a large image and it's a photopolymer stamp, I always try to use my stamping mat because you just get a better quality of image. So that's a really clear stamped image. Now I just need 2 flowers, so I'm going to cut out this flower head and this flower head, And I haven't done his one I made earlier, so just bear with me while I trim around this with my snips. So I'm leaving a little white border just because in my personal opinion it looks a bit neater, and because there's a lot of white in this stamp I think it just finishes it off really well. Okay, so I'm just following it round. One, and then we want this large flower head as well. So this red is, I really like using blue and red together at the moment. I have done since earlier in the year when we had the Jubilee celebration, and I've not stopped with the red and the blue, so I really like these two colours together. By all means you could use a different colour. These are one of those papers that I think you could get away with using almost any colour for your flowers. Purple would look really nice. They're just really versatile papers. Okay, so I'm nearly there now. So I have my two flower heads, and I'm going to bring my tag back in, and this is where I'm going to attach my flowers. I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. I think I nearly need a new pack. I haven't got any standard ones here. Let's just use some minis. Minis are always useful. You just need a few more. So with this, you'll notice on the card that I've already done, these pieces are slotted in behind. So I'm going to add just a dimensional in the middle of my flower. And I'm going to stick it about there. The reason I've only put one in the middle is because we can then have room to slide those flowers in behind, okay? And then I'm going to put another one of these here. And then stick that about there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my dots, my little dotty image, and I'm going to add a bit of detail in the background. So I'm going to load up my stamp, and then I'm going to stamp off and then add these in. So this just mutes the tone, the colour a little bit, and it's just a really nice little technique. Okay, those dots are really handy in that set. So I now have some soft succulent coloured card, which matches the colour of our designer series paper here, and I'm using the bow punch to just cut out a couple of leaves. I'm only going to use these big ones, but feel free to use the smaller ones. Now we can slide these in behind. One, and then this one here is going to go up in the top like so, and then we can take our textural element. I think you have two in your kits, but I've only used one, so you could by all means add more than one, or save that for another card. And then that is going in there like so. It will stick down with the wet glue, and then this is going on the front. This would also make a really nice tag as well. If you wanted to make a matching tag, that's going to sit in the centre of that card like so, and then all we've got left to do is our little red flowers. So in this stamp set you've got some really sweet little mini stamps, and they're great for just adding extra accents to your cards. I'm going to stamp this in Sweet Sorbet. I'm going to do one in each corner, so one in this corner at the bottom and one in the top corner. And there we have it. That is our completed fancy fold card. I hope you like it, and I will see you all over on the next video. Bye for now.